Hello, this is Grandma Leah, the daughter of Jerusalem. Welcome to my channel, where we discuss and share inspirational stories of gratitude, appreciation, and patriotism. First, just appreciate, then complain later. Welcome to my channel, Grandma Leah, the daughter of Jerusalem. Or if a person lacks these concepts, really we are in a serious trouble. Because gratitude and appreciation and patriotism make the society to progress. Now, let's look at some of the issues that are in the society that sometimes does not show gratitude, appreciation, or any kind of patriotism. For an example, let's take entitlement. Entitlement, I usually put it together with privilege, because people who feel that they are entitled, obviously they feel they got the privilege to do certain things. Or you can put it the other way around. If they are privileged, then they are entitled. Whatever. But you see, I think also privilege, entitlement can be used in a positive way. If somebody is grateful, but then if they are ungrateful, no, it will be used in a very bad way that can affect the society and you as a person in your community. Example, I will just give a simple, common example that we see in our society. You see people who go around thinking that they have a lot of privileges or they are entitled. What they do, they use victimhood, because entitlement breed victimhood. When they cannot get what they want, when they go out now and say, oh, I deserve this, I have to do this, I have to get this, and maybe people didn't pay attention to them, or they were not successful in getting what they think they need to get. So what do you think? The next thing is now they become a victim. To become a victim. And guess what? Let's see what victimhood breeds also. Follow me. Yes, victimhood, that's what we need to discuss and look at closely. Victimhood is a very, very powerful, I say powerful because it brings about social unrest. And I'm wondering, you say how? Because it also paved the way for all the demagoguery speeches you hear people making. You know? So sometimes you hear people will say, oh, if the mother does not drink certain kind of milk or do certain kind of stuff, oh, a lot of children, if this country does not receive this kind of money, this amount of money, children will die. Oh, this is, they trace everything around. And the victims are also like that. People who wear the badge of victimhood are those that changes the reality to make it fit the concept or idea of entitlement. But they cannot do it alone. They need to get the sympathy of other people. They need to bring you on the bandwagon. Because most time when people feel that they have been treated badly in the world, they are victim of some situation. So what happens? But they can't do it alone. They need to bring other people along with them to get more sympathy, to prove that they are right, especially when they are stupid and wrong. But I always say, it's very simple. In your society, if you are already grateful and you show some kind of appreciation for the little things that you have around you in your own community, in your society, in your country, believe me, you will be happy, and then you wouldn't be crying and running around with a badge of victimhood. It's a big badge. They wear it right in the chest and on the forehead. Now, victimhood, what it does, it also gives birth. Victimhood gave birth to anger. You see? Believe me, when people don't get, they get angry. And this anger is what leads to a lot of other trouble. When they are angry, they get violent. People attack people, shoot them. When people are angry, especially they are angry for something, unjustified reason. The great story says, do not try to change things that you do not have control over. Things that have already been done. Things that you cannot change. You are sitting at home and you hear on the radio, oh, the weather, there will be a big storm. Instead of preparing yourself, take an umbrella, wear your raincoat and your boots, head off for where you sit in the house and start to complain. Why is the storm coming now? Why is it going to do this? And you start complaining instead of going, and in the end, you get late for work. In the end, you don't go to work. In the end, you get fired from your job because of the stupidity, unnecessary complaining. Yes, complaining is another badge of victimhood. They complain for everything. You see people complain for everything. But the main badge of victimhood, that's victimhood oldest child, is blaming. The people who carry the badge of victimhood, they blame other people for the bad choices they have made in their lives. Oh, I know many of them. I'm sure I myself included. We blame other people, we blame the government, we blame everything in our society. Even we blame the fly and the mosquito around us. Because when you are a victim, of course, you are never wrong. You never did anything. Instead of taking responsibility, instead of looking at what you have done, and if God has given you the opportunity and chance, instead of you looking at things, the mistake you have made, and try to correct them, no, you blame. And once we blame people or blame other people, blame the government, believe me, you will not grow. Your life will still be in a mess. And you just stay in one place. You can't move. I know this. I have seen people around me blaming every other person for the mess in their lives other than themselves. No, I'm not saying bad things do not happen to people. Of course. All of us know that. A lot of bad things happen. But the fact that we are falling that's not the problem. The problem is how we just get up, how we try to get up. In some cases, it's hard to get up, but sometimes in our environment, our community, they have people reaching out, you get up. But it's just a little word, thank you, and show gratitude that these people lifted me from the gutter. Like in the King David wrote in the Psalms. You have to look up unto God, up to the hills, from whence coming your power and health, which come from God. So when people or our society, we need to be grateful in some society where you have the national insurance, or in America, they call it Social Security. That when you don't have, you have where to get some money. Do you think people are grateful for this? No. I'm entitled. I have to get. And why? It's not this, it's not that. Well, when you feel that, you are grateful and this, it even makes the society better. So what you do, you will work hard and go back out and pay your due. So, it's a circle, I always say to people. If you pay your social security, you pay all your taxes, when you are at the age of pension, obviously, the younger generation will pay and you will get your pension. But if you have the mindset that, why should I pay? You don't pay. But you want other people to pay, and then you will get. So think about it, if the next generation would not pay, so the society collapses, and there's no way to rebuild it. That's what we call the third world countries. These countries do not have social security. These countries do not build on the capitalism which give back and take back. And it's really sad. We are making a video on that point of gratitude appreciation that most third world countries do not show. But what I want to tell you today is that we all blaming other people, getting angry, getting jealous, does not help our situation. In fact, it digs our graves. This phenomenon of being a victim, being entitled and privileged, being angry and blaming, they dig our graves. So please join me, Grandma Leah. Look at the issues with an open mind. Remove the mindset that you are a victim, and use your entitlement and privilege in a positive way to give back to your community. And the last one I want to share with you, I read in the Bible, it says that in the time the Jewish temple stood up, the people had to go to the temple. And when they went, it was commanded that the widow and the orphans should also pay their tithes, the maaseh. And in the community, the widow and the orphans are so entitled to pay without trumot, meaning that they need to also give charity. Now, you will say, okay, the widow and the orphans, why? Because the God Almighty in heaven knows why he said this. Just to show us example that even if the orphan and the widows who do not have any, the orphan or parents, the widow or the husband in the town to protect. Okay, today you say we're in the modern world, or we are all working, okay? But for the fact that God himself commanded this, should tell us how important it is. Because it's just to tell us that if we are independent, if I would say, I'm a widow, I can't do anything, and the people should come and bring everything I should just receive, this is the wrong mindset. And I will leave you with those thoughts and reflection. If you like my content and you want to follow me on my YouTube channel and support me to be able to produce more content like this. And the important thing, I want you to join me on my channel in Grandma Leah, Daughter of Jerusalem on YouTube, and where we can discuss. You can give me your idea. Maybe I said something that was wrong. Maybe you have better ideas. Please share with me. Share with me on YouTube in Grandma Leah, the Daughter of Jerusalem. Thank you.